Who is Mary Buffett? The woman co-authoring 9 bestsellers about Warren Buffett. Who is Mary Buffett? What is her link with Warren Buffett? Books she co-authored. Mary Buffett is the first wife of Peter Buffett, the youngest son of Warren Buffett. Peter and Mary have been married for 12 years before they divorced in 1993. Mary's twin daughters from a previous relationship, Erica and Nicole, were 4 years old at the time of their wedding. Subsequently, Peter Buffett legally adopted the girls. Mary Buffett is a best-selling author, international speaker, entrepreneur, political and environmental activist. Miss Buffett's first book, Buffettology, co-written with David Clark in 1997, was an immediate New York Times and Business Week bestseller. Since that time, all 7 of Miss Buffett's books have been bestsellers. Miss Buffett appears regularly on television as one of the top finance experts in America, including CNN Business News, CNBC's Squawk Box, Power Lunch with Bill Griffith, Bloomberg News, Fox Business News, MSNBC's Headliners and Legends, and BBC News. She has appeared around the world as a principal speaker at some of the world's most prestigious organizations, including recent appearances with Laura Bush, Colin Powell and other prominent achievers, filling arenas around the country as part of the Get Motivated seminar series. Miss Buffett has worked successfully in a wide range of businesses, including extensive work as a consultant to a number of Fortune 500 companies, including AOL, Time Warner, as an executive at Columbia Records, and as co-founder or her own music and editorial post-production companies, Independent Sound and Superior Assembly, working with many of the music industry. She is on the advisory board of the Luncheon Society, is a founder and board member of the America-China Bridge, and is active with the Environmental Media Association. Mary is the proud mother of 3 successful children and lives in California. Books she co-authored. Seven Secrets to Investing Like Warren Buffett. A clear, simple, and complete guide for beginning investors from best-selling author Mary Buffett and Sean C. The Warren Buffett of Asia, that explains Warren Buffett's techniques of value investing and his proven strategies to ensure long-term success. For 12 years, Mary Buffett was part of the Buffett Inner Circle. During that time, she studied Warren's investment strategies and techniques and observed his habits. Now, in 7 Secrets to Investing Like Warren Buffett, Mary and finance expert Sean C. provide a complete guide for beginning investors who want to understand how to invest like Warren Buffett. The Tao of Warren Buffett. a collection of pithy and inspiring sayings from America's favorite businessman that reveal his secrets of success. Like the sayings of the ancient Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu, Warren Buffett's worldly wisdom is deceptively simple and enormously powerful in application. In the Tao of Warren Buffett, Mary Buffett joins noted Buffettologist and international lecturer David Clark to bring you Warren Buffett's smartest, funniest, and most memorable sayings with an eye toward revealing the life philosophy and the investment strategies that have made Warren Buffett, and the shareholders of Berkshire Hathaway, so enormously wealthy. Warren Buffett's investment achievements are unparalleled. He owes his success to hard work, integrity, and that most elusive commodity of all, common sense. The quotations in this book exemplify Warren's practical strategies and provide useful illustrations for every investor, large or small, and models everyone can follow. The quotes are culled from a variety of sources, including personal conversations, corporate reports, profiles, and interviews. The authors provide short explanations for each quote and use examples from Buffett's own business transactions whenever possible to illustrate his words at work. As Warren says, "You should invest in a business that even a fool can run, because someday a fool will. With enough inside information and $1 million, you can go broke in a year. No matter how great the talent or effort, some things just take time. You can't produce a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant." Our method is very simple. We just try to buy businesses with good to superb underlying economics run by honest and able people and buy them at sensible prices. That's all I'm trying to do. The Tao of Warren Buffett inspires, amuses, sharpens the mind, and offers priceless investment savvy that anyone can take to the bank. This irresistibly browsable and entertaining book is destined to become a classic. The Warren Buffett Stock Portfolio. The Warren Buffett Stock Portfolio. Warren Buffett Stock Picks, Why and When He is Investing in Them. Best-selling authors Mary Buffett and David Clark examine 17 companies that Warren Buffett has bought for himself and for his holding company, Berkshire Hathaway, as durable investments and explain why these companies are once again selling at prices that offer great long-term growth prospects. Warren Buffett has always believed that the time to buy stocks is when nobody else wants them. As we enter the 5th year of what many economists are calling the Great Recession, we find that some of the most amazing businesses, those with a durable competitive advantage, are trading at prices and price-to-earnings ratios that offer investors serious long-term money-making opportunities. Pessimism about the banking situation in Europe and unemployment in America have created the perfect storm to bring stock prices down and present value-oriented investors some great possibilities. In Warren Buffett's world, as stock prices decrease, the prospects for investment increase. Putting a number on those prospects tells Warren whether or not the stock is an attractive buy. The Warren Buffett Stock Portfolio explains how to do just that, how to value companies and conservatively estimate the kind of future return that an investment is offering at its current market price. Mary Buffett and David Clark look at stocks in Warren's portfolio as the basis for their analysis. After a brief history of Warren's investment strategy, Buffett and Clark explain how to interpret a company's per-share earnings and per-share book value histories to quickly identify which companies have a durable competitive advantage and to project the compounding annual rate of return that an investment offers. The authors provide case studies and evaluations of 17 companies in Warren Buffett's portfolio. The new Buffettology. The proven techniques for investing successfully in changing markets that have made Warren Buffett the world's most famous investor. If you read the original Buffettology, you know exactly half of what you need to know to effectively apply Warren Buffett's investment strategies. Published in 1997, the best-selling Buffettology was written specifically for investors in the midst of a long bull market. Since then we've seen the internet bubble burst, the collapse of Enron, and investors scrambling to move their assets, what remains of them, back to the safety of traditional blue-chip companies. As price peaks turned into troughs, worried investors wondered if there was any constant in today's volatile market. The answer is yes. Warren Buffett's value investing strategies make money. The new Buffettology is the first guide to Warren Buffett's selective contrarian investment strategy for exploiting down stocks, a strategy that has made him the nation's second richest person. Designed to teach investors how to decipher and use financial information the way Buffett himself does, this book guides investors through opportunity-rich bear markets, walking them step by step through the equations and formulas Buffett uses to determine what to buy, what to sell, and when. Warren Buffett's Management Secrets. Proven tools for personal and business success. Even in today's economic climate, when so many investors and major companies are failing, Warren Buffett continues to be successful in all aspects of his life. Mary Buffett and David Clark have written the first book ever to take an in-depth look at Warren Buffett's philosophies for personal and professional management, what they are, how they work, and how you can use them. Through close examination of Warren Buffett's life and career from his earliest days to now, Buffett and Clark shed light on his decision-making processes and reveal his strategies for keeping on track and maintaining focus. They examine Buffett's inimitable leadership qualities and explain how Warren integrated what he learned over time into a winning management formula and became not only the manager whom other managers want to emulate but also the second richest man in the world. A true companion volume to Buffett and Clark's successful Buffettology series, Warren Buffett's Management Secrets is filled with anecdotes and quotes that show how Buffett's life philosophies are reflected in his business decisions and in the way he manages people and businesses. This insider's view into Warren Buffett's management techniques offers simple solutions for success to newcomers and seasoned Buffettologists alike and illustrates how and why success in business and life usually go hand in hand. Warren Buffett and the Art of Stock Arbitrage. Proven strategies for arbitrage and other special investment situations. For the first time ever, discover how Warren Buffett has made unheard of profits in the world of arbitrage and special investments, and how to be a player in these ventures. Investors around the world recently learned that from 1980 through 2003 Warren Buffett's arbitrage operations produced an astronomical average annualized rate of return of 81.28%. Even more amazing, this incredible rate of return was produced with very low rates of risk. Long considered one of the most powerful and profitable of Buffett's investment operations, but the least understood, these special types of investments have been the edge that made Warren Buffett so phenomenally successful. Warren Buffett and the Art of Stock Arbitrage is the first book to examine Buffett's special brand of arbitrage investing. Buffettology. In the world of investing, the name Warren Buffett is synonymous with success and prosperity. Learn how Warren Buffett did it and how you can too. Building from the ground up, Buffett chose wisely and picked his stocks with care, in turn amassing the huge fortune for which he is now famous. Mary Buffett, former daughter-in-law of this legendary financial genius and a successful businesswoman in her own right, has teamed up with noted Buffettologist David Clark to create Buffettology, a one-of-a-kind investment guide that explains the winning strategies of the master. Learn how to approach investing the way Buffett does, based on the author's first-hand knowledge of the secrets that have made Buffett the world's second wealthiest man. Use Buffett's proven method of investing in stocks that will continue to grow over time. Master the straightforward mathematical equipments that assist Buffett in making investments. Examine the kinds of companies that capture Buffett's interest, and learn how you can use this information to make your own investment choices of the future. Complete with profiles of 54 Buffett companies, companies in which Buffett has invested and which the authors believe he continues to follow. Buffettology can show any investor, from beginner to savvy pro, how to create a profitable portfolio. The Buffettology Workbook. In the Buffettology Workbook, internationally acclaimed writer and lecturer Mary Buffett has again joined forces with David Clark, the world's leading authority on Warren Buffett's investment methods, to create an in-depth, step-by-step guide to the concepts and equations Warren Buffett uses to create fantastic wealth. Here you will learn the difference between a great company and a great undervalued company, how the short-sightedness of Wall Street pundits can work to your advantage, where to look for investments with long-term, consistent, and extraordinary growth potential to perform the same financial calculations Buffett uses and apply them. Warren Buffett and the interpretation of financial statements, the search for the company with a durable competitive advantage with an insider's view of the mind of the master. Mary Buffett and David Clark have written a simple guide for reading financial statements from Warren Buffett's successful perspective. Buffett and Clark clearly outline Warren Buffett's strategies in a way that will appeal to newcomers and seasoned Buffettologists alike. Inspired by the seminal work of Buffett's mentor, Benjamin Graham, The Interpretation of Financial Statements, 1937, this book presents Buffett's interpretation of financial statements with anecdotes and quotes from the master investor himself. Potential investors will discover Buffett's time-tested do's and don'ts for interpreting an income statement and balance sheet. Why high research and development costs can kill a great business. How much debt Buffett thinks a company can carry before it becomes too dangerous to touch. The financial ratios and calculations that Buffett uses to identify the company with a durable competitive advantage, which he believes makes for the winning long-term investment. How Buffett uses financial statements to value a company. What kinds of companies Warren stays away from no matter how cheap their selling price.